want justice for your family member.
Getting somewhere. Well, guess what? My argument is simple, Tiffany. All I want is justice for my people. I want the people that caused this harm and this trauma and this pain and this hurt towards my people to know what it feels like. Right. I want them to know what it feels like to have their sons and daughters taken from them. I want them to know what it feels like to have their fathers to be sent into prison for a crime that they didn't even commit. I want them to know what it feels like to see their mother on drugs, man. And that is justice according to God.
You gotta come back to your God. In America, the white man can sell all the drugs he wants to. As soon as he feels like it, he'll legalize crack. So this is what you do. You go to Planned Parenthood and you tell them to kill all the white babies and to leave my damn babies alone. How about that?
That your pastor would never tell you. Your pastor would never tell you that you're a murderer. That you're a filthy, disgusting scum of the earth. That you want to kill an innocent child.
Don't touch him, you back up. Take a step, one step. There you go. Let him come. Because if he crossed that line, it's on him. I just want him on camera. And I want everybody else to see what the brother looks like, man. He is ran and heavy all over. Hey, stand down. Hey, recovery.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words. ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fast for our babies to pass through it. And the damn by King's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fast for our babies to pass through it. And the damn by King's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my yes, you said Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback.
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Priest and Officer Dawashab of the ISUPK. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And I'll be teaching the Monday night scripture breakdown class. Big up to everybody that's tuning in, everybody that's in the chat, that's on the live. Big up. Most High in Christ, give yourselves a hand. All right. Shout out to everybody. Just want to let y'all know if you want to join the live, click on the link. I have it posted either in the YouTube chat or in Facebook as well, wherever you're viewing from. Click on the link so that way you can join the live. If you want to ask any question directly, feel free to do so. Other than that, man, I'm going to give y'all some time to formulate any questions you may have. It can be about the Bible, outside of the Bible, about life, about why the sky is blue. It can be about anything you can think of. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So go ahead and type it in either in the chat or if you're on a live, you can go ahead and ask it. All right, y'all? Barking Wolf. Shalom. You can hear me?
Shalom, Lord in Christ. How are you?
Shalom, Lord of Christ. Is I'm Tawab, the water for asking. How about yourself?
I'm Swab.
That's great. Were you just tuning in or did you have like a question you wanted to ask?
I don't have a question as of yet.
Okay. No problem at all. All right. All right, we got our first question from Priest and Officer Magazar. All right. Any brother that's able to read, any trooper or young officer that's on the live, I have the link posted as I mentioned. Please click on the link. If you're able to read, please click on the link. You know what I mean? Put your brick in. and help out with this work. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab your question, Officer Magazar. This question is in Ezekiel 37 and 29. Said 37 and 29. I don't see a verse 29 on my end. Maybe am I on Ezekiel 37 and 29? Yeah, I don't see a verse 29, Officer Magazar. I don't know if that was a typo. If you can let me know what verse you would like to break down. All right. Just to let you know, Magazar, I don't see a verse 29. Just let me know. All right. Till then, I'm going to go ahead and get Officer Nawan Yala question. 36 and 29. Okay. All right. 36 and 29. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and go to you, Officer Nawan Yala. Right. 36, verse 29. All right. So this is Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 29. It says, I will also save you from all your uncleanness, and I will call for the corn and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine upon the heathen. All right. So your question was a breakdown on this. All right. So Ezekiel in this verse is speaking to the children of Israel on us repenting, and once we repent, that the Lord will give us the promises that He promised back in Deuteronomy. All right. And He's letting us know that out of all the hell that we're going through, right, we will be rewarded if we keep the commandments, right? If we do repent. All right. So right now we are not clean, being in Christianity, right? I'll call for the corn. What does that mean? Meaning the food, right? Right. It mentions that specific vegetable because that's something that people eat. You know what I mean? So it's giving you an example on how the Lord is going to increase our fields. You know what I mean? Being able to eat and provide for ourselves. You know what I mean? Right now, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we are struggling here in captivity just to make ends meet. Most of us probably have to work 2 or 3 jobs, let alone things are getting more expensive. The cost of living with groceries and gas prices due to this ongoing war, and Lord knows when this old war is going to end and how it's going to end. Right? Of course, we know the prophecies, right? But as time go on, things are just going to get more tough and more harder for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important for us to come back together as a nation so we can utilize resources and start to take care of one another and not depend on our oppressor. Right? How many of y'all knew during the Great Depression, right? The Great Depression in America first hit. Do anybody know the year that it first hit? The Great Depression in America. Anybody know? Anybody want to give a shot?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Shalom, Lord in Christ. Officer Tawashab.
Hey, shalom, Lord in Christ.
I'm gonna say 1947.
Close. That was close. 1947. Right. We got an answer from Officer Shabar. He said 1929. Right. That is correct. Right. 20s. You know what I mean? So the Great Depression hit America during the 1920s. Well, guess what else was established around that time period? What did Black people have established around that time period? Right? Because the Great Depression is known in American history when the stock market crashed and the economy was horrible. You know, people was out of jobs. People was able to make ends meet. People wasn't able to eat because the economy was so bad, right? Officer Shabar said Black Wall Street, right? So while America economy was tanking, guess what we were doing? We were thriving as a people. Why is that? Can anybody tell me why? If you had to take a guess why we were thriving in the 1920s during the Great Depression while America was tanking.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Because we hadn't integrated yet.
That's a great answer. I like that answer. Give the brother a hand. You haven't integrated. Right? Anybody else want to add on? That's the perfect answer, also Shabar. Right there. You know what I mean? Because we had to rely on each other. Right? And that goes along exactly what Clyde said. Right? We had to rely on each other. And we knew who our enemy was. Right? We kept ourselves separate, and because of it is how we were able to thrive. Well, imagine if we did that under the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. If we came back to our nation and separated ourselves, right, from this oppressor and only relied on each other, what do you think would happen then? I'm pretty sure we'll be able to build a Black Wall Street ×2. Right? If we only took care of each other, right? Because that is the first form of economics, right? Economics does not begin with the money that you have in the bank or in your pockets. It first begins in the mind. That's where economics first begin, right? Because you can have all the money as a Black man, but if you're not spending it within your community, your money is useless. You understand what I'm saying? Well, the Bible teaches us the first form of economics, and that is love thy brother as thyself. If we had that understanding, guess what? Our communities will be far better off. But we're not taught love thy neighbor as thyself. We're taught our neighbor is everybody else. We are taught that we have to include these other nations in our communities. We're taught we have to assimilate and integrate when all of that has further destroyed us. Coming back to God is the only thing that can save us. And this is what Ezekiel is prophesying about right now. Right? Coming back to God will make sure that our sons and daughters don't go hungry because we are relying on a people that has no interest in making sure that we eat. You understand what I'm saying? Making sure our sons and daughters are clothed because we don't have to rely on people that's too preoccupied on molesting children rather than ending world hunger. Imagine that. You don't think these billionaires don't have the access and the resources to end world hunger? You know how much money a billion is? I think we brought this out in our class not too long ago, right? Can anybody tell me how much a billion is worth? Because I said this before, and I want to see if anybody can catch it. Hey, shalom, also in the one y'all about Shantarakata. All right, can anybody tell me how much a billion is worth? I hear you now, so go ahead.
Oh no, I was saluting you, so it's for the.
Oh, Kyle, shalom, you. The water for hopping on, warrior. All right, how much is a billion worth? Do anybody know? Do anybody want to Google it? How much a billion is worth? Anybody know? All right. Awesome Al-Ghazar, yes, that goes perfectly with Deuteronomy 28 and 5. That goes perfectly with Deuteronomy 28 and 5. The Lord is going to increase, right, our produce, increase our our ways of living, and making sure that we have food to eat. We have stores that we can shop on. You know what I mean? Like, we have everything, the groceries, all the necessities that you need to survive. You need food, water, shelter, right? Clothing, right? You need these things. The problem is we're getting these things from people that don't love us. So you're always going to get the short end of the stick. That's what Black people have to realize. We're always going to get the short end of the stick. But when we really start to love ourselves, then that's when we're going to find it beneficial. And that's what the Bible is teaching. That's what the Bible is all about. That's what the gospel is all about. Right? The good news. Right? It's about the process of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians coming back to God and learning how to love one another. Right? It never had anything to do with all races of the earth. Jesus Christ only came for the Israelites. All right. Anybody got the answer on how much a billion is worth? Nobody know? Anybody, please? Want to participate? How much is a billion?
Shalom, I can hear you.
Kai, you wanted to give an answer or a guess or anything, wherever you got. Anybody know? Nobody? Okay. I'll look it up. I'll get it for you. Anybody? 1,000th million? How long would it take to spend $1 billion? Know anybody? Maybe I'm asking the question wrong. Can I? Also, no one y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Now I do. I don't know if you were speaking earlier, but I wasn't hearing anything on your end. But now I hear you now.
What's the question, sir?
You can hear me?
Yeah. The question, sir?
How long would it take to spend $1 billion? Would it be?
Probably a whole. I mean, that depends, like how much you're spending.
Right. So what's the math? What they got? How long would it take? Also, Shabar said 500 years. 500 years at $5,000 per day. It'll take 500 years to spend $1 billion if you spend $5,000 a day. Is that what you saying, also, Shabar? 25 years at 100,000 per day. Now, out of all the people that's written of in the Epstein list, you don't think those people are worth billions of dollars? All these world elites? Seeing how much $1 billion is worth? You don't think they can utilize that money for something good rather than using it to chase little girls and eat babies and drink blood and sacrifice the Baal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is the people that we're relying on for resources. We're relying on this wicked nation of people to make sure we eat, to make sure we have clothes, to make sure we housed. When these are the same people with all the resources that they have, they're going out and trying to eat little babies. You understand what I'm saying? The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. We have to learn how to rely on each other, rely on our God, separate from the oppressor. And that's how we're going to build economics. That's how we're going to build something substantial for our nation. Because these are all basic necessities, right?
Somebody grab me. Let me get Ecclesiasticus
29 and 21.
Ecclesiasticus 29 and 21.
Whoever got it. Read Ecclesiasticus 29 and 21. Did you have it, Claude, or you had a slave? No?
Slakia.
Khan, did you have the verse, or you had the slave?
No, I'm at the slave.
All right, no sweat. I'm going to go ahead and just mute your mic real quick, all right? For all the
Okay.
background. All right. And, of course, if you got anything you want to add or say, you can, unmute your mic.
Con.
All right. Anybody got it? Nobody got it? Nobody's able to read? All right. All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 29, verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. All right. These are the necessities of life. Right? Food, drink, clothing, and shelter. And this is what people around the world is competing for. Right? This is what elites take for granted at the expense of your life. You understand what I'm saying? Well, the Lord is saying, if we come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, He will provide us with everything that we need. Everything that we need. From food, from beverages, from clothing, to shelter, all the necessities of life. He understands what you need. He created you. Right? Christ said it best, and I think in Matthew 5? Right? He said it best. He knows what you need. If we come back to Him, He will provide us with all of that. All right, so I hope that answered your question, Awesome Bazaar. All right. And also Nawan Yala, I know you typed in your question. I don't know, you at the slave, Nawan Yala? So, all right, so I'm gonna go to 2 Corinthians, chapter 12. All right, Most High in Christ. All right. So 12 and 2. All right. 12 and 2. Is anybody able to read? If you're able to read, please please. Not, it's cool.
Salakia, sir. What you said, Adwan?
That's all you able to read, or you have to say.
Not the slave, bro. I get it.
No. If you have to say, it's no pressure. It's double checking, too. But there's no sweat. I'll go ahead and read it. All right. So this is 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth. Such an one caught up to the third heaven. Right? This is a good verse, right? This is pretty meaty for people to understand, right? This is Paul speaking, right? And as he's speaking, as he's writing this letter, he's speaking to himself in third person, right? The man that he's referring to is himself, right? And he's saying whether or not, right, that he went to the third heaven, he can't tell whether it was a vision or whether or not, in the body, consciously, physically happening to him. Right. So this is Paul speaking about him visiting the Most High. Right. Did a class did what I explained, the fourth dimension. Anybody remember that class? What was that?
I said, come, remember.
Right. Cons, right? So do you recall why is it referred to the third heaven?
Sir. I don't.
All right. Third heaven, right? When you look up to the sky, right, in the Bible, depending on the context, that could be talking about the heavens, right? Heaven is synonymous with the sky. That's what it means, right? Heaven is the sky, right? Now, Paul is saying that he got lifted up to the third heaven. So what is beyond the sky that we look up to during the day? What is beyond that?
Space.
You said what?
You said what's beyond the heaven that we look up today?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord's heaven.
Was that your first answer? I think you said the right answer the first time, but I couldn't really hear what you said.
I said space the first time.
That's the correct answer. You know what I'm saying? Stick to your gut. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get it right the first time. Space, right? Space is beyond the sky that we look to today, right? During the day, right? When you look up during the day, the sky is blue. You go further in the stratosphere, you end up in space. Well, guess what? There is a point beyond that. There's a point beyond space if you keep on going up, and that's where the Most High dwells at, right? That's why he's referring to it as the third heaven, because the first heaven will be what?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Earth.
The first heaven will be what? Not necessarily the earth. The earth is the ground we walk on.
So it would be space then that also one your shot at.
Not necessarily the first heaven. The first. What's the first one?
Salakia, the one.
Go ahead.
It will be a condition, our state.
The first heaven. Knocks in the one y'all want to give it a shot?
You said what would be the first heaven?
Please.
Is it physical or because heaven could be like the ruling class, or are you talking about like the atmosphere?
In the context of what we're just breaking down right now. right? Because remember what I just mentioned. Depending on context, the heaven could be talking about what? All right, Ratazaya, paying attention. Good job. Salaki, the
Yeah.
sky. That is the first heaven, is the sky, right? In context of what we're breaking down right now, regardless of any other breakdown of it being metaphorical or spiritual, what we're reading about right now, Paul specifically said third heaven. So we know he's not talking about something metaphorical or spiritual, right? He's talking about he been ascended up somewhere, right? And he referred to it as the third heaven. And as I mentioned, the first heaven is the sky. What we look to, we can see with our own naked eye, right? And beyond that, what would be the second heaven?
Peace.
You said what?
Peace.
Space is considered the second heaven, right? Because it's beyond what? Our stratosphere, our atmosphere. It's beyond that. You keep on going straight up, you eventually gonna break through that firmament and you're gonna go through outer space, right? Well, guess what? Beyond space is where the Most High dwells, right? That's why he refers to it as the third heaven. Now, here in the ISUPK, we'll use the slang term as the fourth dimension, meaning a dimension that's outside of our current dimension, the third dimensional world. Right? This is the slang term that we'll use in the ISUPK. But as Paul is describing it, he is describing it as the third person. Right? So when he's saying, I knew a man, he's talking about himself. He said, I knew a man 14 years ago, right? Whether in the body, whether it was a vision, or whether I went up physically, right? Such as caught up in the third heaven. This man is Paul is saying himself, he went to the third heaven in the realm where the Most High dwells at, or as we know here in the ISUPK, as the fourth dimension. You get what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, go.
Okay. God,
Shalom,
God,
Yahaba
God.
Shabbat Shabbat.
Hey, shalom, Yahba Shabbat. That was going nowhere. You hear me? You hear me? Okay. Let me get Deuteronomy. No, let me get let me see if I want First Kings. I'll probably explain this. What I'm talking about. Right? 1 second. Yeah, let me get First Kings 8 and 27. All right, so you still with me, the one y'all? I ain't confused y'all. Y'all understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, go.
All right. So let's get First Kings 8 and 27.
Lock you.
Go ahead.
First Kings 8 and 27.
Please.
First Kings chapter 8, verse 27. But will God indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house that I have built?
Right. Now, in this context, what is the heavens? Is it something metaphorical? Is it talking about a state of being? What is the heavens that it's talking about?
Salakia.
Uh-huh.
A state of being?
No, not correct. All right. It says the heavens of heavens of heavens. Right? How many heavens did it mention?
3.
3. So we know this is talking about something different then. All right, the heavens will be what?
The sky.
The sky. What's beyond that?
Space.
Space. All right, and where's beyond that? We keep on going up.
Salakia, the fourth dimension, where the
Right.
Most High is.
There you go. The realm where the Most High dwells at. Right? It's the heavens of heavens, the heavens that dwell on top of the space, the heavens that, that's after the sky. All right, so that will be considered the third heaven. You get what I'm saying? Am I confusing you?
No, Salakia.
Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Most High Christ. So let's jump back to 2 Corinthians. Let's jump back to 2 Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 2. Got some brothers with me, so got brothers able to read. I will highly appreciate it.
Salakia, sir. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got it. You want me to read it?
Please.
Khan. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 2. I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Whether in the body, I cannot tell.
Mm-hmm.
Or whether out of the body, I cannot tell. God knoweth.
Right. This is Paul speaking in third person about himself. Right. I knew a man. He's only speaking about himself. Right. Whether in the body or out of the body, whether it was a trance or a vision or something that he experienced physically. Right. Read on.
Khan out of one Khan. It says, I cannot tell. God knoweth.
Mm-hmm.
Such and one caught up to the third heaven.
Caught up where?
To the third heaven.
Now, can anybody tell me what the third heaven will be?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Where the Most High dwell.
Give the brother a hand. Now, can you bring it home? Why is he calling it the third heaven?
Because it's the final heaven.
Kind of close. Right? You correct on the fact that it's where the Most High dwells. Right? But why is it referring to third heaven? Anybody?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Because
Maybe if I show y'all the pictures of the stratosphere. You can hear me, no one, y'all?
yeah, come.
Oh, your phone was breaking up. Do you want to say that again?
Like, second, sir.
You said what?
I said, hold on one second. I'm gonna drop out and drop back in.
Okay. Let me pull this picture up for y'all real quick. All right, out in the wild, y'all. Back in.
Yeah, come. You said why? In the third.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 separate. He was breaking down the space and.
You said what?
Is it because there's 3 different heavens, like how you was breaking down the sky, the space, and the Lord's heaven?
There you go. There you go, right? This is a picture right here. The stratosphere. Let me zoom in if I could. Zoom in. Different levels. Right? This is different levels. You have the troposphere, right? This is where planes fly at. The stratosphere, you go higher. The mesosphere, the
Salakia, I don't.
thermosphere. Uh-huh.
I see your bounce moving on the screen, but I can't hear your voice. It's like real echo.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
You sound so big.
Okay. Let me just mute the mics real quick, just to make sure. All right. How am I coming across now? Is it better?
You sound too.
Okay. Most High in Christ. So maybe if I break it down like this, right? Right here will be considered the first heaven. Right? The first heaven. Heaven is simply just the sky. Right? If you push beyond that, you're going to end up in the exosphere, what they call space. But what is the thing that man hasn't identified yet is what's beyond this. Right? How far of a distance could mankind go? Right? The thing is, mankind don't have the technology or the capabilities to go beyond that. So this is what we're known right now to us as far as we can go, right? But Paul is describing it as the third because if you go beyond this point, right, you'll enter in the realm of God. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, that doesn't mean to get a crazy idea and build a rocket ship and try to get to where God is at, because you won't be able to do it. It's a whole nother dimension for you. You know what I'm saying? Your body ain't got the capabilities of doing that. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So yes, you know, the thing about space, it is like is the geometry to space is mathematically sound. Like it's put together perfectly. Right? There's even a grid system in space. So that lets you know, because it's geonomically correct, that there is an edge to it, right? There's an edge to space, right? Meaning there is a point that you'll get to the end of space. Well, imagine if you get to that point, right? There's a point beyond that that will lead you to somewhere else, possibly a whole nother dimension. Now, of course, there's no actual concrete evidence to this, but this is how Paul is describing it, right? And based on the geometry that scientists are able to study, they're able to understand that there is a dimension far outside of our dimension that we exist in right now. Y'all get what I'm saying? Am I losing y'all?
Gone.
Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying, right? I want to show y'all this real quick. Just want to show y'all real quick, just so we can all be on the same page. I want to confuse nobody, right? All right, so let me just show you this. Animation. All right.
So Salakia,
Uh-huh.
if I may, right?
Go ahead.
So basically, Paul, come. So basically, Paul is just explaining to the brothers in Corinth, or telling a story to the brothers in Corinth about this thing that happened to him about 14 years ago, but he can't really explain it for real. Is that really what's just happening there?
100%. 100%. That's exactly what's happening. He's explaining to him that he went into a realm where the Most High is at, but he's saying it in a way where it's like in a humble way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's where I get it. Because in verse 5, when he was like, of such and one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in mine infirmities.
Right. You know what I mean? That's the perfect, it ties it all together to let you know the way that he's speaking about this situation that happened 14 years ago is like in a way of humility. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on.
Right. So what I'm just breaking down right now is the part where he said third heaven. I just want to make sure that is clear to everybody on what he's talking about.
Come on, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Paul knew whether it was in the body or out the body. You know what I'm saying? But it's all tied into humility. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Come on.
Right. So I just want to break down a little bit about the third heaven, right? The first dimension, right? You look at my screen. Y'all see the PowerPoint?
Come on.
Right. First dimension is just a straight line, right? One length, right? No width or height, right? Second dimension, right? It adds width to the first, right? Creating a flat line that has length and width, no height. Third dimensions adds to the first and the second, resulting in volume that has length, width, and height, right? That's the third dimension. And that's the world that we live in right now. Everything has length, width, and height, right? Now, if you have a dimension beyond that, right? Now, the theory is, right, how they measure this is through time, right? Because time can be a point of measurement as well too, right? And the figure that they help describe this fourth dimensional figure is called a tesseract, right? Now, this is the illustration of it. This is how it will look like. First, this is a line, second, third, and this is just a flat. Of course, this is two-dimensional, right? The mind can't even fathom how fourth dimensional figure will actually look like, but this is what they came up with the mathematics that they do know, right, through science. You understand what I'm saying? This is how something that will look like in the fourth dimension, right? So that lets you know that there is dimensions beyond our own. You understand what I'm saying? All right. And this whole realm that exists outside of our own realm, our own reality, right? This is something that Paul experienced. He experienced a place that's outside of our current reality, our current realm, right? And he referred to it as the third heaven. The slang term in the ISUPK, what we'll use is fourth dimension. Right? Hope that explains, right? Did I lose y'all on that? Or y'all get what I'm saying?
Gone.
Okay, most high Christ. So let's continue on with in 2 Corinthians. If anybody, whoever was reading 2 Corinthians.
So you want me to pick up?
Please.
Come. 2 Corinthians 12:2. I knew a man in Christ above 14 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Whether in the body, I cannot tell, or whether out of the body, I cannot tell.
Mm-hmm.
God knoweth. Such an one caught up to the third heaven.
Right. Third heaven will be
where the Lord is up.
Right. Why is it referred to as the third heaven?
Because there's 3 different heavens.
Thank you. The first heaven would be
the sky.
Second would be
the space.
If you go beyond that, where you gonna end up?
The Lord's heaven.
There you go. See how simple that is?
Come.
Most High Christ, right? Read on.
Come. Verse 3. And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. God knoweth.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
How that he was caught up into paradise.
Right, caught up into paradise, right? This paradise he was caught up into was what?
The Lord's heaven.
Right, which is, what is he referred to?
The third heaven.
The third heaven, right? He was caught up in paradise, a place where the Lord dwells at. He dwells at this realm, right? Read on.
And heard unspeakable words.
Mm-hmm.
which it is not lawful for a man to utter.
Right. He was given prophecies, visions, things from the Most High. Right. Read on.
Of such and one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in mine infirmities.
Right. This is the beauty of it all, because most people with these quote unquote experiences will form a whole new religion behind it. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And Paul in his humility is explaining his experience and not using it as an opportunity to boast himself.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Khan, he said he won't glory in this out of body experience that he had, that he's explaining to the brothers, but he will glory in the fight that he fights with the brothers, in his infirmities and all the things that he fight with, all the demons, all the things that he fight his flesh of. That's what he'll glory in.
Give the brother a hand. Right? While he's on earth, you know what I mean? All his infirmities, fighting against the flesh, right? Fighting against temptation. You understand? Like, he's able to glory in that. But speaking about a world that most people won't understand, of course, he's not going to boast himself in that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was because of the Lord is the reason why he experienced it. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't out there trying to form his own belief or religion behind it. He was just trying to explain to him what he's experienced in order to know more about the Most High. You know what I mean? So, does that answer your question, Austin the One Yala?
Yeah, come, so do it.
All right, Most High in Christ. All right. Hey, Shalom, also Kanak, how about you?
Yeah, about you, Shabbat.
Most High in Christ, the water pop and all. Do we got any other questions? Anybody else? Any other questions? Any other questions?
Sir.
Go ahead, get down, soldier.
Job 3:15.
Oh, matter of fact, I think I seen one in the chat. My bad, no one y'all. Give me 1 second. I think I did. I think Osama Gazar put one. My bad. Let me just grab Osama Magazar question, and I'm gonna get right to you. All right, no one y'all.
Don't.
All right. Most High in Christ. So Osama Magazar asks for Isaiah 14:7. All right. Let's give whoever can read. You can start me at verse 1. Anybody able to read? Get Isaiah 14:1.
Salagia, sir. I got it.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and read. So.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Right. Jacob. The Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Read on.
And will yet choose Israel.
Right. Do anybody know who Jacob and Israel is? Who that talking about? Who is that referring to?
Look,
Go ahead.
talking about the two kingdoms, Judah and Israel, talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom.
All right. It's talking about more so the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I mean? It says Jacob and Israel because it's trying to reiterate who it's talking about. So it's talking about the same person because Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So it's talking about all 12, right? Which kind of goes along with what also Kanat said. But Jacob was never a name for either the southern or northern kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But Jacob was changed into Israel. So he repeats it twice just to reiterate to the reader who he's specifically talking about, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. You get what I'm saying?
Come.
Yeah, lose anybody. All right. Yeah, and y'all can respond back too, man. You know what I mean? I like to have classes where, you know, brothers and sisters are interacting, so I don't feel like I'm just here giving a lecture. So anything y'all want to just say it. You know what I mean? You want to speak up, speak out, man, feel free to do so. This is an open forum for anybody.
Go.
All right, we'll continue on.
And set them in their own land.
Verse 1. You miss the latter part, the second half. Verse 1.
Fine. Right, and set them in their own land.
Oh, my bad. You was correct. My bad. You got it.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right, they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. The strangers will be who?
Slagia.
Go ahead.
The other nations.
Right, the other nations. Edomites, Elamites, Ishmaelites, Hamites, Moabites, Ammonites. People that don't come from the 12 tribes of Israel. You're going to cleave unto the house of Jacob. In what fashion, though? Read on.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
For what?
For servants and handmaids.
Right. So when they cleave unto us, they're going to cleave unto us for what?
For servants or handmaids.
Right. That's the role that these strangers are going to play in the kingdom. Right. The Bible is prophesying the future of these other nations. All that you see that's going on in the world today is what's going to come to us, what's going to bring this to pass. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is the wars. This is what's getting us closer to what the Bible is speaking about right now. If you ever wondered about if the Bible is about equality and about love and Jesus Christ coming to hug everybody and to kiss everybody, the Bible doesn't mention that. The Bible talks about putting other people into subjection because they need to be under subjection. You give these other nations the opportunity to rule this planet Earth, guess what they're going to do with it? They're going to molest little children, eat babies, and sacrifice the ball. That's what they're going to do with their power and their control. They should not be governing this earth. So God is going to give Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, who are the children of Israel, in the rightful position of rulership. Because we are the most loving and compassionate people on this earth. If anybody should rule this planet, it should be Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All right, read on.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were,
right.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we're going to take them captives who captives we were. Right, we were You're slaves, so guess what? When Christ returns, the roles are going to be reversed. It's only what's fair, right? Wherever a man sows, that's what he's going to also reap.
That's right.
That's how it goes, right? Tell me not. You know what I mean? So when the Lord returns, he's going to make sure that all these other nations get a fair share of what they dished out to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so they can see what it feels like. So that way, maybe the oppressor can finally grow a conscience, because it's clearly he don't have any. If you're out there eating babies, you clearly don't have a conscience. You understand what I'm saying? If you're oppressing innocent black children, shooting them down in the streets, you clearly don't have a conscience. Arresting Hispanic children, separating them from their parents, throwing them in concentration camps that you call immigration facilities. You clearly don't have a conscience. And the only way the white man can understand your plight and what you're going through, he has to experience it himself as well too. And God is going to make sure of that. Read on.
Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou wast made to serve.
Right. Read on.
Verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Ooh, that's going to be a beautiful day to say. Because it looks like there is no stopping this oppressor. But guess what? The day is going to come. Read on.
Verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the specter and the scepter of the rulers.
Right, scepter of the rulers, the people that's in power right now. The Lord is going to tear them down. Read on.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is prosecuted, and none hindereth.
Right. This is justice according to God. Read on.
Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest, and is quiet. Thy break forth into singing.
They break forth into singing. Right? Read on.
Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Right. You know, they're going to be rejoicing at the fact that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are back on top again. Right? The whole earth is going to rejoice. You know, the sea, the ecosystem of the sea is going to rejoice. The atmosphere is going to rejoice. The air is going to rejoice. The trees, the forest is going to rejoice. You understand what I'm saying? Because all these things are being destroyed at the hands of our oppressor. So we're going to be put in rulership because we was given that authority from God. And with these laws, statutes, and commandments, we're going to put everything in order on how it's supposed to be ran. You ain't going to have no more pollution in the ocean because nobody's going to be eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. Right? These bottom feeders. Ain't going to be no holes in the ozone layer because ain't nobody going to be trying to shoot rockets to outer space. Right? Ain't gonna be polluting the air, cutting down the trees in the rainforest so you can build a mega mall or whatever you want to build. None of that's gonna be going on. These animals that's going extinct, right? The Lord gave us laws on how to govern this earth, and your oppressor is not living up to those standards. He's too busy worrying about the next baby organ he's going to shove in his mouth. That's what he's worried about. It's in the files. If what I'm saying is, if you think what I'm saying is crazy, just look up the FC files. That's what your world leaders and elites are doing. So if you ever thought they needed to be a new leader, well, guess what? Now is the time. You understand what I'm saying? You can drop that. Did that answer your question, Officer Malgazar? I think he was on the chat. Malgazar. Like even the animals, facts. Even the animals. You know what I mean? Like this world needs to be purged of this wickedness, man. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take an outside entity to do it. You know what I mean? The Lord He wants the glory behind it. He wants the glory behind it. He says, what did it mean about singing? Right? Meaning giving praise. Right? They're gonna be singing a song. You know what I mean? They're gonna be giving praise unto the Most High for the destruction of the oppressor. Right? They're gonna give the glory where it deserves. Right? Right now, we singing about what? Shooting each other, killing each other, making our daughter whores. You understand what I'm saying? Like these are all the things that we sing about right now. Like we glorify a destructive lifestyle. When things get put in the proper place and the oppressor lose his seat of power, right? We're going to be glorifying the Lord. We're going to be glorifying the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We're going to honor him and making sure that, you know, he gets all the credit.
Good luck, you say.
All right. Go ahead.
If I may, like what you're saying is heavy because when it say envy not thy oppressor and choose none of his ways, we have chosen the ways to sing about our own destruction. Like we rap about it and we make songs about destroying each other because, you know, our oppressor made them songs. Our oppressor glorifying and destroying his enemies, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. But we following after our oppressor and glorifying, destroying each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what we don't see is that's so backwards. That's like diabolical because now we done took on the whole spirit of the oppressor. So now he can just sit back and watch us destroy each other because of the devices he done made to give us the tools to destroy each other. Now he just sit back and watch it, you know, play out. You know what I'm saying? That we don't, you know, whatever ISUPK, we don't understand that that's what we're doing. Look.
Damn right. Get the brother in hand. You know what I'm saying? So, Tom, that's basically what it is about. Like, instead of saying things that's against God, what we're going to be saying is what's for God. The problem is in the Christian church, they doing all that singing, but they're not singing nothing that the Lord approves, right? First of all, they singing to who? Caesar Borgia, to white Jesus and religion. You understand what I'm saying? Like when the Bible has nothing to do with religion, right? The Bible is all about the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? And they for sure damn ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments because it passes on the pulpit telling you that the laws are done away with. So whatever that's coming out their mouth that's inside of that church, the Lord ain't hearing it, right? But there's going to be a new song that's going to be sung. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning what's coming out of the people that serve God, what's coming out of their mouth, right, is going to be aligned perfectly on what the Lord wants on this earth. You understand what I'm saying? This is what Psalms is all about. What do you think? Do anybody know what Psalms mean? The word Psalms? The book of Psalms.
Anybody?
Like, so can I take a shot at it?
Go ahead.
Does it mean like praise? Like not like I don't want to say him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of like, you know, try to stay away from as Christians as they possibly get. You know what I'm saying? But like singing hymns and singing songs, you know what I'm saying? Like giving thanks, you know what I'm saying, to the both sides.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I give you that. That was close. You know what I'm saying? That was basically it. Somebody else said Salakia?
Salakia, the one.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite similar. Sacred songs.
Songs, right?
Sacred
Sacred
songs.
songs. Salakia, rejoice. Anybody else?
Salakia.
Right. Go ahead.
It's dealing with different prayers.
Different prayers. That definitely is prayers in songs. You know what I'm saying? All right. But to give it the right context is close to what Quaraya, Salakia, if I butcher your name, said, right? Book of Songs. You know what I mean? It's the tune that when he strum on a guitar, right? It's one of the tunes that he strum on a guitar. You know what I mean? So every chapter in Psalms is basically a song that David wrote out towards the Most High. Psalms is synonymous with songs. That's what it is. It's music. Right? Remember David used to play music for Saul? Right?
Kind of was when he played the ball.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Guess what David was singing about? What was David singing about?
Salakia, the one. You were singing the blues.
Singing the blues. What else?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Praise to the Most High.
Praise to the Most High. What else?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Praying to the or saying to the Lord to allow him to destroy his enemy.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's something that's definitely not sung about in the Christian church. David said in Psalms, happy shall that be who taketh thy little ones and dash it against the stone. That's what David was singing about. Now we sing about that towards each other. You know, I shoot up your family. I'm smoking on this pack. I'm smoking on your cousin. We have no problem when we talk about harming each other. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to oppressor, we quiet. Is that also come on? Hey, shalom, soldier, y'all.
Hey, shalom, sir. Y'all Shabrakatah.
Most High in Christ, man. The water popping on.
Yeah, it's like it.
Go ahead.
Nah, if I could, I was finna say exactly that. I was finna say David made drill music.
There you go. David made a drill music for the Lord. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Lord is about. He is a man of war. That's what it says in Exodus 15. A man of war. So whatever is being sung in the Christian church definitely does not align with the Most High. Because if you're a man of war, you're not going to be in there singing about holy, he touched my heart, and I have no friend but Jesus. That's all that, they sing those type of songs, you know what I mean? Which definitely do not align with what the Most High got going on. So the praise is going to be given to the Lord on what he did and destroying the oppressor. You understand what I'm saying? So, the Christians who can take it literal, but it's not literally talking about the songs that they sing. You know what I mean? Somebody asked, so if we sing these songs, we would be okay. Yeah, hell yeah, you better, don't be singing no damn them gospel songs, because them gospel music is not about God. There to tell you, I'm sorry to bust your bubble. You know what I mean? Those gospel songs are not about God. If you thought they were, at one point I thought they were. You know what I mean? But you're sadly mistaken.
Reading Psalms is about what God wants. Happy shall he be that taketh his little ones, or bless the Lord that teaches my hands to war. That's what David was singing about. So Psalms is a good book. I like Psalms, even for depression, when you're sad. The Psalms is good to read about all of that, you know what I mean? Because it gives you the strength and the courage to keep on pressing through. You know what I mean? So this is what it's all about, all right? So yeah, did that answer your question, Officer Malgazar? Malgazar answered your question. And all right. I think you had a question next, right, Officer Nwanyala?
Yeah, come in Joel 3:15 and 16. If somebody could read it, because I'm on the road right now, so.
Joel 3.
And my question is, in verse 15, when it says the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and shall withhold and the stars shall withhold their light, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
My question is this referring to the truth? That's my question.
Okay. God, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was you or somebody asked this question on Saturday, like 2 Saturdays ago or something like that.
Saturday.
Yeah, probably was. Oh yeah, that was you, all right, Oscar Kumar?
Come on, sir.
God, do you remember the answer? It's a good question.
I need a refresher myself. So I'm gonna keep it on there, 100.
That's real. That's honest. That's honest.
You gotta take some notes, dog.
Right.
I think I do. I might do got it though. I think I had it.
What you got? Go ahead. Give it a shot. Let's get Joel 3:15, and I'll get if somebody can read it. If you want to just go and break it down or give it a shot, Oscar Kumar.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
You say Joel 12?
Joel 3:15.
Salakia, I got it.
All right, you got it, sir.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Right. So most people will read this and look to the sky as a signal that Christ is returning, right?
Look,
go ahead.
If I may, can I give you my explanation why I think this is the truth?
Go ahead.
Come, right? So, like the sun give you light in the day, the moon give you light in the nighttime. And like the truth, how Christ put it, the truth, and it says the stars. It says the stars withheld their light. You can read that again, that part again, Baba Kusha.
Verse 15, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Right, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The stars also give you light as well. So is this saying like a time will come when the truth wouldn't be in the earth? Or is it saying a time will come when the truth wouldn't be as accessible as it is now?
No, not in this context.
Come.
Now, it's definitely a metaphor. It's definitely a metaphor.
Oh,
Salakia,
go ahead.
sir.
You got it, Soldier.
Is it when the Most High makes his return that this will happen?
It's a metaphor. It's not literal, right? And how do we know it's not literal? Do anybody know the precept? Right, this is a metaphor. It is talking about something. Right? All right. There's a precept that's in the Bible to let you know that this ain't literal. I mean, what is it? Trooper Kaz, Shalom, Yabba, going on way.
Shalom, Shabbat, sir.
Oh man, it's great to hear your voice. So for real, man, it's been a minute. How you been? You been all right?
Calling with Khan, sir.
Damn right, man. Looking forward to seeing you in that Passover. You is gonna be in the building, right?
Calling with Khan, sir.
Let's do it. Let's do it. But how do we know that this ain't literal? This is a verse. Bible. Anybody want to give it a shot?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I want to ask a question. Verse 16. Is that what makes it not how am I trying to say this? Does verse 16 make it literal? Like literally?
Verse 16. You want to read that real quick?
Verse 16 says, the Lord shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people.
Okay. You know
and the strength of the children of Israel.
Right. So, I mean, is the Lord really a lion? Or is he going to come out roaring? Right. That is metaphorical as well, too.
I mean, they also said that his voice would be loud as the seas, right?
Well, it said it in Revelation, he spoke as of many waters, meaning he had a rough voice, like a deep voice. You know what I mean? When you hear waters crashing, it sounds pretty heavy, don't it? Right. So in Revelation, when he said he had a voice of many waters, he had a strong voice. Right. So in 16, in Joel 3:16 is a metaphor about the Lord return as well too. You know what I'm saying? So in 15, when it talks about the sun and the moon, the stars being darkened, right? What is it talking about?
Salakia other one.
Go ahead.
Tribulation. Matthew 24 and verse 29 says the same.
What does it say?
This is the book of Matthew 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Right? So this is not necessarily talking about tribulation, right? But it kind of gives you the answer in the latter part of that verse.
There's the end times.
Okay, somebody said Salakia.
Salakia, yeah. Also, so now you know it's me with all the brother.
It's all good. Go ahead.
Is it talking about the powers that rule the earth right now? Talking about the powers that rule the earth right now, they're gonna fall down like in that in the precept when it's saying like the I can't the precept where it said
fall from heaven.
Yeah.
Get him
Yeah.
Yeah, God. So what? Ahead. Did that ring a bell off to Kamar?
Yeah, I was waiting till it came back around, but yeah, obviously Canuck already got it.
Okay, God. So in context, the heavens can either represent what? right? It can either represent the sky you look into, right? That's what literally the heaven is, or it can also be talking about what?
It's like you
Go ahead.
talking about the earth or the kingdom in the earth. Like
Kind of.
if I'm trying,
Go ahead, Oscar boy.
nah, I was about to say, yeah, it's either the skies or the place where the Most High dwell, or like a position of power in the earth.
Give the brother a hand. Position of power, rulership, right? Remember you said that also in the one y'all earlier when we was breaking down third heaven.
Come.
Right, it's talking about rulership, right? The thing is, people will read these and they'll take it literal, and they'll at every lunar or solar eclipse, they think Jesus Christ is coming back. You know what I'm saying? You know what people like to think. You know, the Lord said, "Do not be dismayed at the signs of heaven." Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know what precept that is?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, there you have it. And Jeremiah says that. Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, because these are what the heathens are dismayed at. Right? So this is not talking about the literal lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, or the stars is falling from the sky and a whole bunch of meteorites is coming and hit the earth. That's not what it's talking about. All right, the function of this planet. First of all, let me just mention this. Eclipses happen all the time. They're not a phenomenon. I just wanted to let y'all know. They happen all the time. The thing is, they're not visible all the time, right? Because it could be happening at a point in the earth where it's at the middle of the sea, or somewhere where most people are not inhabiting, right? But they happen all the time, right? Because they're constantly rotating around the earth, right? So it's not a phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? So this is talking about a metaphor about those that's in rulership. Those are in position of power. That's in heaven right now. That's in the skies that we look up to. They're going to lose out on their power. They're going to lose out on their position. Go ahead, also the one, y'all.
So the sun and the moon, that would be like the governments.
The governments and their philosophies.
Right, and the stars would be like the politicians that push their agenda or something like that.
It's all tied into one, right? You don't want to break it down like individually. It's all tied into one, because they all of those elements exist where?
In space.
In heaven,
right?
Right. They all exist in one realm, right? In heaven, right? But there's going to be a point, those that's above, like the moon,
gonna fall.
Right? They're going to fall. They're going to lose out on their greatness, right? In their glory, right? Another kind, if I could, right? Another point I want to add as well too, right? The earth, when it comes to the end times, is going to exist even when Christ returns. A lot of people will make it seem as if the end of the world means the whole planet Earth blows up and explodes, and God is just going to create a new one. That is not true. God is not going to waste his ability of creating this planet for 7,000 years just because your ass don't want to stop eating pork. You're not that important. You know what I'm saying? You're like, stop, thinking that you're that high-minded to God. God would just get rid of you, if anything, before he gets rid of this beautiful planet that he created. You understand what I'm saying? And as I asked earlier, how do we know that this is a metaphor, right? The precept will be in Ecclesiastes
1:4.
See, the brother's already there. You got it? Are you able to read, or you want somebody else to read it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, go ahead. So,
Ecclesiastes 1:4. Our generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
But the what?
The earth abideth forever.
The earth abideth forever, meaning this planet that we live on and all its functions, right? With the sun and the moon and everything and all the properties and the elements that it provides is going to abide forever. Right? The Lord is not going to get rid of it when he returns or when he gets ready for his return. Right? These are not something you should run outside every time there's a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse. It's not what it's talking about. Right? Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Don't worship what's out there, right? Or nor put into your mind that the Lord is going to get rid of this planet. All of it is talking about a metaphor on how the Lord is going to bring those that sit on top, their position of power, right? Governments and their philosophies are going to be fallen and brought down into the earth, and they're going to be destroyed, and we are the ones that's going to be brought back on top. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on, come.
You know me? Right? And the other precept that you also mentioned was in Isaiah, how that fallen from the sky. Like all of that ties in it as well too. Even the one in Revelation with the woman with the 12 stars. You know what I'm talking about? And the dragon try to swallow up the woman.
Yeah, come.
Right. All of that ties into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's talking about those that's in position of power, because sometimes the Bible will use metaphor and explaining, power structure, right? And it'll use it in a way that most people can understand, right? Isaiah 14 mentions a bright star because people look up to those stars, right? They depend on those stars. They look up to it. They idolize it, right? The Lord is going to bring those people look up to. He's going to bring them down. He's going to put his people in position. So did that answer your question on anyone, y'all?
Come. So like it.
Go ahead.
So the sun and moon and the stars, and like saying it in the simplest way is just saying the people that you look up to, like how you look up in the heavens and see the sun and the moon and the stars, it's gonna fall, basically.
Right. Exactly that. Damn right. As a matter of fact, let's continue on verse 16 because the brother brought up verse 16 as well too. Right? You read verse 16.
I got it. Joel 3:16. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion.
The Lord is talking about who? Who's that talking about?
The Most High God.
Right. Out of Zion. Zion is who?
Israel.
All right. Read on.
If I may, somebody got a reverb.
Okay. Let's see. Is it Tawab now?
Come.
All right. Go ahead.
And utter his voice from Jerusalem.
And
the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people.
Right. The heavens and earth shall shake. Right. The people on top, they're going to see his return. Right. But he's going to come and bring his people back together, like it's been prophesied all throughout the Bible. He's going to come through with the angels, the Most High, right, and set everything back in order. He's only coming for the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, read on.
And the strength, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
Right. The hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Right. So, are we too up on that? Any other questions on? Good. All right. Any other questions?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I heard General Muhammad mention this. I believe it was in his last scripture breakdown class. What's the law about, like, if a man spill his seed about him being unclean? Where can I find that out? And like, what's the rules when it comes to that?
Okay, Khan. If somebody can grab that in the law about cleanliness. Right. So this is something about our law, right? It's all about hygiene when it comes down to it. Right. The law of clean and unclean. It's all about hygienical purposes. Right? Because you know why? There's science in the Bible. Right? Science is in the Bible. God is the creator of all things. You don't think God understands how things work? Think man understands it better than he does? No. He understands how things work because he created it. Right. So if anybody got that, you can go to read.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 15 and verse 16.
Mhm.
And if any man's seed of copulation go out from him.
Right. What is that talking about?
So like, when he basically when a man
ejaculates, right?
Right.
When his sperm comes out. Right? Con. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? So the Bible's going to give us the law on how to, address it afterwards, right? Read on.
Come. Then he shall wash all his flesh in water.
He shall do what?
And be unclean unto the evening. Wash all his flesh in water.
All right.
And be unclean unto the evening.
All right.
Into the evening.
To the evening, right? So we know that in order for this to be accomplished, right, for a man to ejaculate and his seed comes out of him is through what? During what?
So like it, intercourse.
Intercourse, right? Having sex. Now the Bible's saying you have sex, you're unclean. Let me ask y'all this: is having sex a sin? So does it mean when you're unclean, is that a sin? No, right? It does it, right? So when does it become a sin? The law of uncleanliness.
Salakia.
I'm gonna give Clyde a shot, then I'll go to you, Trooper.
When it's lustful.
Not necessarily, all right? As far as like when let me rephrase the question, right? The law of being clean and unclean after you perform sex, right? Now, sex is not a sin. So that should let you know the simple fact of being unclean is not a sin. But it becomes a sin when you do what? All right, so being unclean is not a sin, but how does it become a sin, being unclean?
Salah.
Go ahead.
Salakia, Trooper Yakuwam was next.
Oh, my bad. Trooper Yakawam, you got it. My bad, Soda.
Khan. When you go into public spaces or when you're around your brothers, then it becomes a sin before sunset.
Get the brother ahead. That's when it becomes a sin. Now, why is that? Why would the Lord put a law like that in the Bible? Anybody understand science? I mean, we had a whole pandemic, right? Go ahead, Austin, the one y'all listen.
To quarantine and make sure ain't no germs or any illnesses and sicknesses getting around the brothers. So you quarantine yourself to make sure priestly duties and regular stuff could keep on running while you away for the evening or 7 days, however long.
Give the brother a hand. Right? Just to put it in simple or modern terms, is just simply quarantine yourself, right? You're quarantined until evening in this sense, right? So you have sex. Well, guess what? There is fluids that's being exchanged in this sex, right? I know for damn sure after you lay with your woman, I don't want you to fix me a meal. I don't want you to do nothing. Take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Be clean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't shake my hand after your hand been all over your one. You know what I'm saying? You should wash your hand first. You know what I mean? And that's what the Lord is simply just saying. Right? You have sex. It's not a sin. That's where babies come from. Right? Well, at least take a shower after you have sex. All the fluids that was exchanged, all the cells and the microorganisms that is alive after the sex. Well, guess what? Get it off your body. Saying wash up. So that's why when you come around the congregation or you come around the brothers and sisters to perform your priestly duty, you're not spreading those microorganisms or those bacteria to brothers and sisters. You understand what I'm saying?
Gone.
So that's what it's all about, because science is in the Bible. Right? Before a microscope was invented, they knew about cells existing. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, Moses knew about cells existing because the Most High gave him that knowledge, right? So, in order to prevent from germs to spread to brothers and sisters, we came up a law of quarantining ourselves, right? So, in having sex, take a shower. Once the sun go down, you're good to come around. All right.
Gone, sir.
Most on, Chris, I answer your question, brother.
Gone, sir. The water.
All right, most on, Chris. All right. Any other question? I think we got time for one more.
Salaki, other one.
Go ahead.
I have a question in Mark chapter 16. This is where Christ is basically commissioning the disciples to go out. But this is basically what Christians would use to say that the Bible's for everyone. So which precepts would we use for these verses from verse 15 down to verse 16?
Mark, you said Mark 16 and 15?
Gone.
God, you got it. Go ahead, read.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Verse 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned.
Right. So Christ is giving the disciples an order on their mission, right? And the order is for them to go to the world and preach this gospel. Like, tell them the good news. Now, for us to understand, right, we are, of course, need is context. First point to understand is who Christ came for. Who did Christ come for? Anybody know?
Salaki, other one. For the lost sheep of the 12 tribes of Israel.
All right, he came only for the Israelites. Right? He said it out of his own mouth. I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? So that is understand, right, that Christ came for the Israelites. So what is he doing? Telling them to go to the world, the whole world, and preach to every creature. Because at the time, where were the Israelites?
Salaki, other one. They were scattered abroad.
They were scattered abroad. They were scattered to every other nation, following other nations' identities, customs. So you know what Christ ordered his disciples to do? To go out there and do what?
Salaki other one. To gather the 12.
Right, to
The
gather the
12
12
tribes.
right, that are scattered. You know what I'm saying? This is the disciples' mission. James 1:1 says, when he was writing to the brothers, he says, to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Right? The disciples always understood Christ's mission. Right? And being that we were scattered amongst the nations and amongst the heathens, this is what Christ is commanding them to do. To go into these places and get the brothers and sisters out of there and to serve the Most High. You know what I mean? He was only focused on Israel. He was not focused on everybody on the whole planet Earth. Right? And to prove that even after his death, let's get Acts chapter 1. And get me verse 6. Right? His mission was consistent even after his death. Right? Give me Acts chapter 1 verse 6.
Can't other one. Can't. I have other one.
Go ahead.
That's just the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
To who?
To Israel.
To Israel. So this is the disciples speaking to Christ, because this is when Christ returned back to the disciples after his death. And he's commanding them what the mission is going to be. Right? And the disciples understood by them seeing Christ that that they thought in their mind that this was the time that Christ was going to restore the kingdom unto the Israelites, not to the whole world, because that was Christ's mission the whole time. It had nothing to do with joining everybody together. You know what I mean? And even after his death, that was still the narrative. Christ never changed his mission. Right? So the disciples are asking, well, because you're here right now in front of us, is this the time, like you've been telling us when you was alive, that you're going to restore the kingdom to Israel, not to the whole world? Me and Israel was scattered at this time, right? Let me get James 1:1 real quick. That'll be the last verse.
It's like, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes.
To who?
To the 12 tribes.
Read on.
Which are scattered abroad. Greeting.
Right. The 12 tribes. This is who Christ came for, the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is what the disciples was commissioned to save. To go out to everywhere where they were scattered at. And tell them that they're Israelites. Tell them that they have to repent and keep the commandments. So that way the nation could be formed one again. Right? So does this answer your question?
Can't one. Can't.
Right. Most High in Christ, man. Clap it up. Clap it up. Real quick. I got a brief announcement real quick if I'm able to. Real quick. Clyde, you still with us?
Con out of one.
Most High in Christ, man. Most High in Christ, man. Real quick, man. This brother, who we know as, I guess, Clyde, right? Which is going to be something that's going to be no longer existent. You know why? Because this brother stood and chose to serve the Most High, and regardless of what other philosophies that's trying to persuade our people not to serve God. You know what I mean? A lot of us come from all types of backgrounds, all type of belief systems, and none of it has prosperous us as a nation. None of it has benefited us as a nation. All these religions have destroyed us and will continue to destroy us until we come back to our true identity, right? And this brother right here decided to do away with whatever he was following and come and serve the Lord. You know what I mean? And he stood through the test of time, coming to camp with us, asking questions, you know what I mean, helping the brothers out, you know what I mean? And stuff like that should be recognized, right? And I want to take this opportunity to give you your Hebrew name and raise this brother up, right? So no longer are you going to be known as whatever your name is right now, whatever the case may be, what we knew you as. From now on, you'll be known as Kawatham, right? Which means seal of the covenant or signet, all right? Kawatham, right? Somebody give me Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 38 real quick. Let me put it in the chat so you can get it.
That's heavy.
I'm going to write this down. Kawatham. All right.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 9, verse 38. And because of all this, we make a sure covenant and write it. And our princes, Levites, and priests seal unto it.
Right. That is what your name is. You sealed yourself unto the Most High. You know what I mean? The Lord put his seal and his signet upon you. No longer are you led by whatever doctrine out there that they told you was true about your blackness. All roads lead to us being God's chosen people. If you can't see it, man, I don't know what could tell you. You know what I mean? All the signs are there. And the Lord chooses who he wants to acknowledge those signs. And he chose you today to be Kawatham. All right, let me get one more verse. Let me get Genesis chapter 9 and verse 16.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 9, verse 16. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth.
Okay. You know what I mean? Don't forget your covenant. Don't forget what the Lord brought you out of. I mean, hold on to this truth to this end until our King return, so that way we can rule on this planet Earth, man. So with that, man, congratulations.
Yeah.
Of course, when we get together, we'll have the oil and everything. We'll say the prayers and all that, but I just wanted to give you your name, all right? I know you be working hard as hell, you know, them damn heathens be slaving, you know, our people, but you know, I mean, we'll get together and we'll get you right, all right, warrior?
If I may, what his name mean again, sir?
It means seal. It means seal of the covenant.
Sealed of the covenant. Don't sound crazy.
All right, with that, man, go ahead and end the class. The water, everybody that tune in, Most High in Christ. The water, Asa Kanak, Asa Nwanya Allah, Asa Kamar. Who else we got in here? Trooper Yawakwayum, Trooper Ka Yawatham. Who else we got? Trooper Kaz, Trooper Kaya. Hell, even Barking Wolf, man. The water, everybody that tune in the chat. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Class will continue on tomorrow, so make sure you tune in, y'all. Get ready for Passover as well, y'all. Lord allow, get to see everybody out there. That Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Israel.
Shalom.